Hello everybody, Rusted Ground here and welcome back to XCOM2. I need to remember that it's XCOM2. Okay, so since the last episode, since the first episode, I had some issues with the game. It crashed on me a few times while trying to record some stuff, and for some reason the previous save I had kept crashing, so unfortunately I had to redo the first mission again. And I tried to keep it as close to the first one as possible, but the good thing is that instead of having 2 gravely wounded soldiers, at the moment we have none, which is good. But other than that, yeah, that's everything I did so far in the game. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. I had the game freeze on me a couple of times, and yeah, it's weird. But anyway, hopefully this time around it'll be okay, and we'll get to see what's going on here. So I took the liberty to modify the characters, the first 4 squad members, and I took I took them from the recruitment form that you guys filled in, and I just would like to introduce you to the first soldiers, the first members of the squad. So first off, we have Squaddy Mikey McHaggleton. He is from UK, and Mikey has an interesting story. So he joined the army when he was 18 years old, which was 3 years before the aliens first hit, and he volunteered when the aliens came first time. He volunteered for the XCOM project in a plea to save his wife and child. But as fate would have it, Intel discovered that his hometown was one of the first towns to be struck, and it was struck by chrysalids, infested with chrysalids, and unfortunately his family didn't make it. In a reckless rage, he blindly ran in, almost getting himself killed, trying to save his family. Unfortunately he couldn't, and during his recovery time, actually, he met a friendly and rather optimistic medic in the name of Aaron Everlost Johnson, and they formed a friendship fueled by forged in fire and fueled in beer, or so he says. And this union gave him a new purpose, to protect his brothers in arms, in hopes that one day they would sit down and put their feet up and just have a beer without the interruption of the world going to hell. These are his exact words. Now, one thing I found disappointing while working on the characters was that, as you can see here, you have the possibility of entering a biography for your character, right? Unfortunately, you have a limited number of characters that you can put in here. So, Mikey, I'm really sorry, but I couldn't put your whole story in here, and this will go for other 2 characters that I've created so far, because you guys gave me such good stories, and yeah, I unfortunately the game didn't let me put everything in there, so that's why I'm just going to go through the stories like vocally, so to say. So I'm just gonna tell your stories, and I will have in here in the character biography, it'll be some sort of like a shortened version. But yeah, this is Squaddy Mikey McHaggleton. He doesn't have a nickname yet, but he will, and I know what his nickname is, and you will find out once we are able to actually assign one to him. And he is a sharpshooter, as you can see, with his long rifle. He being in the military, I thought it would be appropriate to give him a military type of look. Mikey, I hope you like it. I hope you like the character. This is when I saw the description and everything, and I started working on the character, this is how I saw it. Moving on to the next character, let's move on to Aaron Johnson. Well, what do you know? It seems Mikey's friend Aaron is also in the team. And guess what? He is actually a specialist, and he is actually a medic, because Aaron joined XCOM primarily as a medic initially, and he just wanted to help people and make them better. But because of the way things work in XCOM, he quickly learned to pick up a rifle and start shooting, and he is actually quite good at shooting things. So his hopes and dreams are to become a field medic, which, yeah, that's what you'll become, Aaron, and help out his teammates on the field by healing them, but by also killing aliens. Let's move on to Katarina. Katarina Kuznetsov is our ranger. Now, Katarina has an interesting story, which unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't put the whole thing in the biography. So I'm just going to tell you the story. And this is basically, imagine her talking and telling this to us. As my name suggests, I came from a family of Russian blacksmiths. Kuznets in Russian is blacksmith. I was born in Siberia, where my family had been living in exile for generations. It was the perfect place to continue the family tradition. All sort of people came from custom-made weapons and paid quite well for them. In exchange, we weren't allowed to ask any questions. One day, Amakuni, a regular in our shop, came and asked us to make him the perfect sword. He saw it in a dream and was convinced that this will make him undefeatable. My grandfather worked night and day to make Amakuni's dream weapon come true. When it was finally done, Amakuni wanted to test it. He held it into the current of a stream, and then the most amazing thing happened. The sword cut a leaf in half that simply touched the blade from the current alone. Amakuni left, but not before making my grandfather promise him that he will never make another sword like that. Growing up, I never forgot Amakuni's last visit and his perfect sword. When I joined the resistance, I knew that Amakuni's sword would come in handy, so I asked my grandfather to make me one. That was when I found out about the promise he had made to Amakuni. Seeing my disappointment, he promised he would make me an even better one. After a few days, he presented me with the sword. It looked nothing like the Amakuni sword. Instantly, I wanted to test it and see if it really is better than the perfect sword I had seen. I held it into the current stream, but the sword did not cut anything, with the leaves miraculously avoiding it. Imagine my surprise. I was so angry. I shouted at my grandfather, "How can this piece of junk be better than Amakuni's sword?" I will never forget his response. Amakuni's sword is what he needed. This is what you need in your mission. This is a more powerful weapon because it possesses a benevolent power that would not harm anything that is innocent or undeserving, even a simple leaf. I knew then that he was right. I already had what I needed in order to save the world. This is Katarina's story, as told by her. And as you can see, she has a sword. Her sword is named after her grandfather, or her weapon is named after her grandfather, and her weapon is called Dedushka. Dedushka in Russian means grandfather. Yeah, Katarina is a pretty badass ranger, or she will be, I'm sure of it. Okay, now moving on to our fourth member of the squad. We have here Yegor Stefanov. He is a grenadier from Ukraine, and he packs a heavy gun here and his grenade launcher. He lived near the city of Krivoy Rog, Ukraine, with his family consisting of his 3 younger sisters. He worked in an iron mine complex, as you can see here in his biography as an explosive expert until they came. At first, they thought they were safe, but reports came in that the aliens were invading, but they were invading the highly populated areas, so why would they come to Krivoy Rog? And now, in his words, they did invade, bringing terror and destruction with them. I was at work during the initial attack, away from the panic in the city, 600,000 people scattering to find safety. I rushed home as soon as I heard, trying to find my sister, but I was too late. There were signs of battle having been fought in our neighborhood. The Earth's elite soldiers, XCOM, came to fight the aliens and managed to stop the invasion and save 2 of my sisters. But it was too late for Natasha. She was killed by a sectoid's blaster fire in the fight. Next is what happened to everyone on the planet. As soon as XCOM stopped fighting, our new alien overlords settled in. I tried their unification, but it doesn't work for me. Not after what they did to Natasha. So, this is Yegor's story. This is his reason for joining XCOM. He wants to defend the Earth, and I'm sure he will, and avenge Natasha, avenge his sisters, and I'm sure he will do good by her. So yeah, these are these are the 4 members of our team. The first to level up, and yeah, we got a bunch of rookies here which are waiting to be customized. So let's move on into here. And whoop, we have some intact structures over here which we can investigate. So let's do that. We also have a we're researching hybrid materials.
Help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
The research is over. Let's assign a new research. So, new items available: nanoscale vest and plated armor. That is great. Nanoscale vest is a light armor underlay derived from Advent armor. This vest can be worn with all XCOM armors to increase soldiers' health. And we can research either modular weapons or alien biotech. I'm gonna go with modular weapons because it only takes 3 days.
A number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the
Thank you, Tigan. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything in here.
There's room for us to expand our facilities
because we don't have any
Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction.
So that is why we need to do this mission over here to get some engineers, or hope to get some engineers. At the moment, we're getting some rookies, I think. Right? Let's keep scanning. Okay. Whoa, many of the, intact structures. Many of the buildings in this area are still intact, so we broadcasted a wide area signal in the hopes of contacting possible survivors. A small group of people cautiously emerged from an old warehouse and expressed interest in joining the resistance. Ana Lucia Rivera. Oh, these rookies. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we have some rookies over here, which is great. What else do we have? Commander, after our recent success, members of the resistance in the South Africa have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate, and we're getting some supplies. Not now. Or, actually... what happens if we gain intel here? I don't know what happens if we gain intel here. Do we get another mission? Can we do that? I think we get another mission, right?
South Africa.
I hope so. Let's try and scan.
Commander,
here we go.
As the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
We have a guerrilla ops mission, Operation Rebel Valley, where we have to hack a workstation in the Advent facility, and we have a reward, Dr. Klaus Bauer, an engineer. That is great, because we need an engineer. That's exactly what we need. Okay, now, these are all our promoted troops, but I don't think we're gonna take them all. I think what I want to do is I would like to take some rookies in here, and yeah, can we take? Yeah, let's start taking some rookies in here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with 2 rookies and 2 squaddies. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna take Mikey and his best friend Aaron here. But before we do that, I would like to buy something for Aaron. I think an engineering. Yeah, you can build items.
You'd be surprised how big of a difference some of these
Let's
things
build
can
some
make in
medkit,
combat,
one medkit,
With a
I
few
mean,
supplies,
and maybe
I can
one
manufacture
flashbang.
anything we need in no
You never
time.
know, the flashbangs are quite good.
As
Okay,
far as I can tell,
let's go
Advent
back
technology,
here
along with
and
most of what we've
let's
seen going on
do the guerrilla ops. Yep, that's it. Confirm. And I am going to give Aaron a medkit. Okay. And I will give a flashbang to one of the rookies here. Where is it? The flashbang. Perfect. Okay, and sniper rifle. Can we do anything with the sniper rifle? Oh, sorry, sniper rifle. Okay. Oh, we don't have anything else to. Okay. Cool. Well then. So, this is the squad that we're going in with, but I think I will cut this episode here because I just wanted to present you the first squad members, and I will do the mission in the next episode, okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Do you want to win a digital copy of the game? I'm running a giveaway from the 1st to the 7th of February. You can find the link in the description down below. Click the link, follow the steps, and on the 8th, you can win a Steam copy of XCOM 2. And remember, humanity is counting on you.